There are a lot of big stuff coming to AQ3D, and this video will touch on some of those things. Recently, Artix held a survey which asked the players what they would like to see in the game. And using the survey as a guideline, he came up with a game plan. One of the questions was, what's the most important upcoming feature? And the number one request was pets, and second was new classes. There was over 2,000 responses, and he read each and every single one of them. Here are some of the things that the community really wanted. A potion and travel form button on the main interface, hotkeys for just about everything, an emote interface plus more emotes, an improvement on loot, inventory sorting, bank previews, skill trees, which I think is a really good idea, and fixing up the mobile and PC interface. A couple other things were chat bubbles, more info when you click on inspect character, you can actually see what they're wearing and stuff like that. A mini map, which is probably not possible, but maybe it's something they can do. A world map, so this would basically get rid of the join feature. Travel forms that you can fight with. Weapons that you can sheath. An alert when your friends come online. I actually don't want that. If that does happen, I will be disabling that because that would annoy me. But anyways, being able to watch ads to get dragon crystals, and Artix was extremely surprised by this. A DPS meter. This is a really neat idea, having a DPS meter. Marriage. Yes, marriage. That was on the list. I couldn't believe that. Who wants marriage in AQ3D? I certainly wouldn't have voted for that, but anyways, it's if people want it. And a book of lore, and I actually think the book of lore would be a really neat idea. Some other things are PvP, trading, flying. I wouldn't have really thought, but anyways, voice chat, which is a really neat idea. Guilds, guild wars, controller support, and houses / castles. Now, none of these things are written in stone as being 100%. I mean, obviously, yes, PvP and stuff like that will be 100% obviously coming to the game, but some of these other things are mentioned. It doesn't say that they will definitely be coming to the game. However, there are some goals that the programming team is going to be working on, including combat system upgrade, a daily login reward, which is absolutely awesome, a daily quest, and that is a pretty neat idea, class unlocking, not sure what that is, new classes like the Paladin, Ninja, Alpha Pirate, and Necromancer, all of the Kickstarter goals and rewards, guest logins. Now I'm assuming that means you wouldn't have to make an account, you could just sign in, which actually that's a really good idea. Hair shops, titles. The titles are what the Kickstarters are supposed to be getting, as well as there's supposed to be other titles as well. Dungeon improvements, and this is something I disagree with. For the regular mode of dungeons, they would be having a longer respawn of 30 seconds. A player soft cap from 3 to 5, meaning that the dungeons would be allowing 5 players in it. A dungeon reset on a player wipe, so that also makes sense. Also having a dungeon challenge, an extreme mode as they call it, which would have no respawns unless the room is cleared, which is an interesting idea. And then dungeon resets on the party wipe, which is the same as the regular mode. Also having a objective tracker in the dungeons is also another thing that they would be working on. A new death and respawn screen, which actually I think that would be a really neat addition. Being able to jump directly to a person when you go to a person, you're put into the room, but you're not put at their location. They want to fix that and put it so you are going to appear right on top of the person. Improving the waypoint system, which is actually a really neat idea. They're working on pets, emotes, non-combat skills. And this is something that I had actually recommended because I love non-combat skills and I think it'd be different than just fighting all the time. Some of the non-combat skills mentioned is fishing, smithing, and mining. So I am super excited about that. Sidekicking, which is actually something they mentioned a long time ago. So if you have a level 5 friend and you're level 18, you can sidekick him to your level. PvP, and of course they're going to work on bug fixes, as well as the classes. That's what the program team is working on. The content team is going to be working on 50 plus levels of the main storyline, not to mention the Guardian storyline. There will also be class quests they'll be working on, as well as sound effects and music stuff, boss fights for the daily dungeon, new areas including a non-holiday version of Yalgar's Inn and the Mouse Hole, the barbershop, museum, pet shop, Cicero's Forge, the bank, which I don't really know why they need to work on that, but anyways, parkour map. Actually, it says parkos, but I'm thinking that meant to say parkour. Anyways, PvP areas and the Guardian Towers, the ones in Ashfall and Darkovia, as well as revamping Heartwood, Livingstone Caverns, and Doomwood. And that's not even it. They also plan on working on the Dragons of Ashfall Part 3, which should be out by now, darn it, the Dragons of Ashfall bonus adventures, and Part 3, 4, and 5 of Darkovia. There's also the Shaman's Forest, Dragon's Graveyard, and the Tower of Necromancy. So that is absolutely crazy. They've got a lot of stuff that they're going to be working on, and all of these things are coming to the game. All those last few things that I mentioned from the program and the content teams. Another question that was asked was, what kind of armors would you like to see more of? Well, a majority of players said they want to see the dark armors, more dark armors. And then next was the heroic armors. I actually went for Legion. Look where that ended up. I would think I was the only one who voted for that, but... And another question was, what is the best release so far? And apparently Darkovia won that one. It actually tied with Ashfall, but Darkovia was slightly ahead. But there you go, guys. That is what is coming to AQ3D. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out my Twitter, the link to that is in the description below. And if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.